Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to recreate that lead pluck sound from Ed Sheeran's latest track, Shape of You. I'm super happy that Ed Sheeran is back, and Shape of You is going to be one of those classic Ed Sheeran songs. Now the lead pluck sound from Shape of You is a fairly versatile one, and I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and put together a tutorial on that. And the sound that we're talking about is this one over here. So let's go ahead and recreate that sound over there. I'm going to create a new software instrument track, and we're going to be working with Logic's ES2 synthesizer. Let's just copy down the MIDI so we got the chords happening. Solo out that track, and this is what we get so far. So nothing like the original, but let's go ahead and mold it to sound like that one. So we're going to turn on our unison to get a nice full sound. We're going to bring up our voices as well. We're going to leave it on polyphonic over here. For our first oscillator, we're going to leave it on a sawtooth. Second oscillator, sawtooth as well. For our third oscillator, we're going to turn it up to a square wave, and we're just going to push that up to an offset square wave as well to about 1 o'clock here. And we get something like this. So on our filter section, we're going to make sure that our cutoff is all the way down. We're going to add a little bit of drive here. Next, we're going to add in some sine level to about 3 o'clock. Push that up to 3 o'clock. So that sound starts to come out. Let's add some chorus to soften up that sound. Now this is where the sound molding comes into place. We're going to start to mold our sound with our attack, decay, sustain, and release. Now our attack, we want a fairly plucky sound, so let's push it all the way down to the bottom for now. Our sustain, we don't need any sustain at all, so let's drag that all the way down to the bottom as well. Just move this up here, it's going off my screen. Our decay we're going to play around with, and our release we're going to play around with. So here's what we have right now. So maybe we want it to last a little longer, so let's pull up to the decay. Let's see if we pull up the release a little bit. So that's good right there, you get some ringing at the end of it. Now if you don't like that click at the beginning of the sound, you just push up your attack a little bit. So that sounds good just like that. Next, let's go ahead and bring in an EQ. And with our EQ, we're not going to do anything too crazy. We're just going to cut out some of the lows to about 50 hertz here. Then we're going to cut out some of the muddiness around 200 hertz. And then we're just going to make it a little bit brighter by boosting around the 6K range. Next thing that we're going to do, we're going to bring in a quick delay. Let's bring in a tape delay. We're going to use my classic 8th note hit. I call it the EDM delay, but all it is a 8th note delay. I'm just going to go ahead and turn down the wet value to about 9%. We don't need it to ring out in our ears so vibrantly. Maybe I'll bring back the feedback a little bit as well. Next, let's go ahead and bring in a nice reverb. I'm going to reverb platinum verb stereo. And of course you can add reverb to your taste, but something like that sounds good. So this is with all the plugins in off or all the plugins bypassed. EQ to make it a little bit brighter, our delay, and our reverb. And if we bring that in with the drums, so that's how you remake that pluck sound from Ed Sheeran's latest track, Shape of You. For your Logic users out there, I am going to go ahead and save this entire channel strip for you guys as a channel strip setting. I'm also going to go ahead and save this ES2 as a preset, so you can find those links in the description box below. Also for you guys out there, I'm going to export this MIDI as well, so in case you wanted to go ahead and recreate Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, you sort of have a foundation to start off of with the lead sound that's pretty much heard throughout the entire track. So also find that link in the description box below. For more great videos like this, remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.